हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल इडोटी। इस वीडियो में आज हम स्लेट एनी के 2024 का जो पेपर 1 है उसका कुछ क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द वीडियो। द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन हियर इज व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ए प्रोबेबिलिटी सैम्पलिंग। सो टू नो दिस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू नो व्हाट इज probability sampling. So what is probability sampling? Probability sampling refers to the selection of a sample from a population. मतलब हम जब एक कुछ सैंपल सिलेक्ट करेंगे from a population, then it is known as probability sampling. And if the selection process will be based on principle of randomization, then it is known as random selection or chance. मतलब if you select some sample, like if I say, for example, group of people whose age above 30, so this will be a selection, this will be a sample from a population only. From then if we select this based on principle of randomization, then it is also a thing you should know. Maybe some question comes from this thing. So now let's go to the question. So for this we need to know sampling methods. There are two types of sampling methods. One is probability sampling and another is non-probability sampling. So in probability sampling also there are four types, and in non-probability there are five types. So this is simple random sampling, then stratified sampling, systematic sampling, and cluster sampling. And here is purposive sampling, quota sampling, judgment sampling, snowball sampling, and convenience sampling. So from this obviously you got the answer. So the correct answer will be cluster sampling. So I'm explaining you other things also, because it's not enough to only know the question and only the answer. You should know it in detail, like other options also. About other options also you should know, because there used to be a high chance of coming other question related to these things. So you should go in detail in every question, not only the question and answer. So this all thing you can note down it, and you can go through the non-probability sampling system methods also in detail. So the next question is, we have to match the least one items with the least two items. So here there is four names of newspapers, and here the states of northeast. So which paper belongs to which state? So we know that Sentinel is from Assam, and then Dainik Sangbad is from Tripura, and then Banglaini from Mizoram, the People's Chronicle from Manipur. So this is the People's Chronicle. This is Dainik Sangbad from Tripura, written in Bangla, and then Banglaini from Mizoram. The Sentinel is from Assam. So you please go through some papers which belongs to or which is from Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, and Sikkim, because maybe some other question, different question related to this may come. So you go through it, and if you want something, then I will explain you in next video. So this so next question is the home page of a website. The home page of a website is a primary web page visitor will view on a website. So what is home page? When you go, for example, when you go through a website, if like you click into a website, like if you visit some university website, or maybe if you go for application for SLET, then you will click to sletne.com or something, that website. So you, the first page, the first screen you will see in your mobile or laptop after clicking into a website, it will be the home, it's the home page. So you can check now also which is homepage. And when you are fill upping some form, and then there will be an option back to home. So this actually the home page means the first page you will see. So if you go to our website idiotic.com, then you will see this page. So this is the homepage of idiotic, our website. So I will give you the link of this website, so you can go through it. There are some yeah, this you will see this interface, and this page is known as home page. So the next question is which of the following focal themes were discussed in the UN summit on Earth in 1992. So the theme of the UN summit was environment and sustainable development. So this is the one photo. This photo is from that summit. So United Nations Conference on Environment, Education, Environment and Development. It held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, from 3 to 14 June. Uh, in 1992. So you should know that place and the date also, because yeah, some question may arise from this, so you should know it detail. The question answer will be environment and sustainable development. So this is from that day, United Nations. Yeah. So the next question is, which in which list of subject in the Constitution of India uh, is higher education included? So the correct answer is concurrent list. So for to know this, so we know that answer is concurrent list. So we have to know that we should know what is concurrent list. The concurrent list is also known as list 2, which is the list of 52 items uh, in the seventh schedule of the Constitution of India. Under the Constitution of India, legislative section is divided into three lists. So under the Constitution of India, that legislative section is divided into three lists. These are union list, state list, and concurrent list. And among these lists, the education includes in the concurrent list actually. So there are 52 items. So you can go in detail what is this 52 items. You should know, because some other question may arise from that 52 items, right? So education is one of them from that 52. So there are 51 more items is there in that list. So education includes what? Technical education, medical education, universities, as well as vocational and technical training of labor. So this all includes in that education. So, and you should go through that, what is central list, local list, and state list, and what some important things which includes in that, in this list. So the next question is, which of the following statement is true in the context of hypothesis in statistics? So to know this answer, firstly we have to know what is hypothesis. Actually, in statistics, here it written in statistics. So hypothesis is actually, I think you heard about hypothesis in mathematics in maybe class 8, 9 or something. So hypothesis is actually a statement which has no proof. Actually, you can just give a statement. So in statistics also, a hypothesis is a claim or statement about the characteristics of population. If you claim or if you give some statement uh, about a based on a characteristics of population in some population, group of people, group of something, so this is a hypothesis. So there are two types of hypothesis. One is null hypothesis and one is an alternate hypothesis. That null hypothesis is denoted as it's not, and then alternate is denoted as it's a. So firstly, if you give some statement based on something, like not there is no proof, but just based on some characteristics of population, and maybe someone said it before or something, there is some basis. So that will be your null hypothesis, and it is a statement of equality. Like uh, if you give a statement like 90% of the population of this village, oh sorry, 60% of the population of this village are female, like that. If you give that uh, yeah, give that statement, I'm just randomly saying, okay. So that statement which contains a statement of equality, such as equal, that's less than equal, and greater than equal. So the opposite of that statement, what statement or claim you did about the characteristics of a population, that the opposite statement will be the alternative statement, which will be the which is a complement of that null hypothesis. Like if you are saying this, then the opposite will say, the alternative hypothesis will state the opposite of that statement. So it is a statement that must be true. If alternative hypothesis is true, if we after testing or something, if we got that alternative hypothesis is true, then the it's not must be false, because it's the opposite, right? So it contains a statement of inequality. So here are I explained this. The null hypothesis is assumes there is no difference between two groups. The null hypothesis, it's not so light color has no effect on a plant, and alternative hypothesis is light color has effect. So these are two statements. This is null hypothesis, and this is alternative. So we know this null hypothesis statement, it is false. So it is the alternative hypothesis is the alternate of, or sorry, opposite of that null, so it must be true. It is true. If it is true, so that null hypothesis must be false. That is the case. So conclusion from that statistical analysis is, if we test that null hypothesis and that statement which is true or not, if the null hypothesis is true, that it will be a correct conclusion. And after testing, if we get that um, our after testing, if our experiment will uh, if we test the statement and our experiment will go wrong, and then if we get the null hypothesis is what, yeah, then we will get like if we get the actual result is 30, and if the null hypothesis also claiming 30, but after experiment also due to our error in experiment, if we get it 25, then we will claim that null hypothesis as a false. It is a false, then we will reject a true null hypothesis based on our experiment. So this will be type 1 error. But what is type 2 error? Type 2 error will be if after experiment we will get a wrong result and it will match with that uh, null hypothesis which was false actually. Like if we get according to null hypothesis, if it is 40 and we got 40 due to our error in experiment, then we will claim that null hypothesis as a true, like it is true. But actually null hypothesis was false, like 40 is not, because due to our error in experimenter we will accept that false null hypothesis. So this will be the type 2 error. So this is a type 2 error. So this is all about hypothesis. Hope you understood. If you did not, then you can comment below. I will come up with a good better explanation in next video. So the next question is, using the central point of the classroom communication as a beginning of a dynamic pattern of ideas is refers to as mind mapping. So let's go in detail. So what is uh, this systemization, problem orientation? Then you will obviously understand uh, this mind mapping. So systemization is a methodology we in teaching. These are some methodology used in teaching actually, which involves learning the structure and function of grammar and using tone and inflection to convey meaning. So this is a methodology of teaching for the learning the structure and function of grammar and all. So this is systemization. And what is mind map? A mind map is a diagram that organizes ideas and concepts around a central theme or idea. Related ideas are added radially from the center. Like if I will just show something, you draw something. If we draw, like this is some topic. If I am explaining some topic, I will write the main topic here inside that, in the center, and then um, the related ideas to this topic, if I will write like this, some making some like box, and I will put something. So I'm just giving you an idea. It's not like that actually. So yeah, so this will be this is just an idea of mind mapping. Like the central main topic will be here, we will explain here, and related to that main theme, main topic, we will draw it and we will explain it in radially. uh, yeah, so that will be the center of that. So the problem, this is the mind mapping. Actually, it is a diagram that organizes ideas and concept around a central theme. So what is orientation? The problem orientation in classroom is communication. Problem orientation in classroom communication is a non-defensive communication style that focuses on finding solution to problems rather than on personal traits. Like, if you are discussing some problem, then uh, you will discuss among all the like your friends or all the group of peoples. Then you will try to find the solution taking everyone's idea or trying your best, but rather than your personal traits, like putting inputs, like I put some efforts and you I will like everyone will give their inputs to solve the problem. So this is the problem orientation of in classroom communication. So please write about idea. So what is idea protocol? You search in Google and you go through it. I am not explaining here. Uh, if you have any problem on that, then I will explain in the yeah, next video. So this is all mind mapping. There are how many types of vyaptis are there? So there are two vyaptis. One is sama vyapti and one is asama vyapti. So Vyapti is a what is Vyapti actually? So you need to know. So Vyapti is a Sanskrit term that is related to the subject of logic and Hindu physiology. Oh, sorry, philosophy. So Vyapti means a correlation between two factors. One is pervaded Vyapta and other that is pervaded and another is pervades Vyaptika. Vyapta and Vyaptika. So Samavyapti means there are two sides relations. That means by seeing a smoke, you can infer fire, and by seeing a fire, you can also infer smoke. So therefore, while inferring by seeing one to another, you can also inversely infer the situation that is called Samavyapti. Like, you need to understand it deeply actually. Like, Samavyapti explains two sides of a relation. If inversely also we can feel each other, like for example here, if you see smoke, you can feel, you can infer fire, and by seeing fire also you can infer, you can feel smoke. So this is like inversely also both. We can inversely also we can feel both, or we can infer both. So that type of situation is called as Samavyapti. So the another is Asamavyapti, which is known, or which is also known as Visamavyapti. Means we can only infer from one to another side, but inversely we can't do it. Therefore, they say that is the one-way traffic. That's one-way traffic. That's Samavyapti. So Samavipti is only like in the previous in Samavipti we got it inversely also we can inversely also it is true, but Asamavipti we inversely it is not true. Inversely we cannot only from one side we can infer that thing. So this is Asamavipti. So the next question is, if a girl student requests you to collect her post at the other address, what would you like to do in case says teacher? So the thing will be a teacher, you will allow, as a teacher you will allow her. So this will be the correct answer. I will not explain much about this because there is nothing to users. Go users and try to understand the question. So data mirroring is a method of replicating data in real time to multiple locations, such as a different storage device or network. Data mirroring. What do you mean by? So data mirroring is it's like duplicating of data onto another storage device. Yeah, it's like you are transferring or duplicating data from one to another device, or maybe multiple location. So these are all about this is all about today's lecture, today's video. So hope you like this video. If you have any doubts and if I did any mistakes, so you can comment below. And for videos like this, please subscribe to our channel